space, that world that you cannot see is the perceived world. Your perception may tell you this, but that unseen world is the real world. And that's the world we live in the arts. Because we are trying to see it. We're trying to make it seen. We're creating. It is the most godlike thing you can do, is to be in the arts. Because it's the closest thing to God, is to be creative. And it takes a person to have a spirit that allows that to come. I can't say I'm a genius or anything like that. I'm hardworking. I work tirelessly. I work myself to a point of just, I don't know what. But I know I'm a slave to creativity. I'm a slave to opportunity for young people. I'm a slave to taking on the challenge. I never am afraid. Growing up in the 60s with my mom in the whole civil rights era, you grew up not being afraid because fear was your biggest obstacle. It wasn't just somebody saying, no, not you because you don't look right, or no, not you because your hair is like this, or no, not you because your butt is, no, Your own inner fear is the thing that stops you. And that's what you have to realize. It's not out there, it's in here. I've accomplished so many things and keep trying things. I mean, my goodness, to come out of this world as a dancer, a little girl that wanted to be able to just dance, that's where I started. And couldn't go to ballet class. And then was the first black kid at the Houston Ballet Foundation. Had a Russian teacher that taught me everything. Helped me become Debbie Allen when I was 12, 13. That's when it starts. And then going to college to be told, no, you can't come here because your body's not right. You won't make it in the dance world. And then 3 Emmy Awards later, go to that same school and get my doctorate and the gold medal. No, but this is about staying in the race. You know, because they will say no, they will reject you. I mean, it took me 18 years to get a movie called AMISTAD made. And I was a little darling of Hollywood, dancing Debbie. I was dancing child Emmys, Oscars, child name it, honey. I was dancing at everybody's party, you know, good friends with all the heads in the studio, and I had a really cute boyfriend that then became my husband, Norman Nixon. They liked seeing that Laker come in. They looked at his body more than they looked at mine. You know what that was about. I could get in anybody's office, but when I started talking about AMISTAD, it was like I was a crazy person. They're like, oh yeah, look at me, and head of Paramount Studios, head of, you know, MGM, head of just name studio. Come on in, Debbie girl, what's up? The minute I started rolling with that, you know, because I'd studied the classics. I translated Aeschylus and in Euripides. I studied Greek from Dr. Frank Snowden, who wrote a book called Blacks in Antiquity. That's how I rolled in coming out of Howard University, because my mother taught me that I had to know something. It wasn't good enough to just dance. What are you dancing about, baby? What? It's what I teach my kids. What do you care about? What makes you laugh? What makes you cry? So when I came in there talking about AMISTAD, one of the executives says, Debbie, really? I said, yeah, oh, really? This is a shared history. I was rolling with everything. Point of view of the Spaniards, the English. You know, the slave trade was like drug trafficking today. It was illegal, but everybody did it. And everybody made money. And everybody looked the other way. This is what's happening everywhere in the world. Now it's the pharmaceutical companies. They're the drug dealers. I mean, we have so many people killing themselves and people, and what are they on? What is it? What are they taking? So I go in the office and they go, really? Is it a musical? I said, yeah, it's a musical. Kill white people. No, it's not a musical. No. It took 18 years to make that movie, but I have a very strong heart. Because I grew up as my mother's child, my father's child. My big sister's Felicia Rashad. She used to kick my ass every day. So, get away from me. Just get out of my room. Stop. Don't wear my clothes. I don't want you. I don't like you. Go away. We're best friends now. Oh, we are. This is my best friend, Dr. Ervin. So, time, point of view, passion. What do you care about? What hurts you? Who can stop you? If somebody can stop you, they need to get out of your face. They are not your husband, wife, whatever. Get rid of them, honey. Let them go. You have to leave your mom, your dad. You gotta go. Because everybody's coming to this world with a purpose. However you look at God or a greater power than yourself or whatever you may feel it is, everybody has a purpose, and you'll find that if you go with it and you're a good person and you're giving back. I've worked so hard my whole life. I'm still working so hard right now. I do a lot of great things. I'm directing so many wonderful shows. I'm directing Grace and Scandal and this new show that's going to come out, How to Get Away with Murder, that actually is supposed to be right in Philly. And I'm still developing ideas, still trying things. But at the end of the day, I have a purpose in life trying to pass this baton to these kids. Because they're the ones that need it. There's no arts education school. You know, when I grew up in Texas, it might have been segregated, but we had a music program. We had instruments. We had, you know, musical productions. They might not even have musical instruments. They might not even have books. Forget a computer, which is the new language of the 21st century. We have a lot of challenges. So whatever your challenges are, they're not that great. You don't have Boko Haram kidnapping you. You know, we're here. America is still the best country. I've been around the world a few times. I've worked in the Middle East. I've worked in China. I've worked in Brazil. I've worked in Europe, everywhere in Europe. South America, Brazil, you name it. We have the greatest country, who is still trying to figure out who she is. We're still the youngest. We're the greatest country, the strongest, but still trying to figure out who we are. And it's a room like this, full of creative people, that will help us define it. America is the leader in innovation. They can say what they want to say. And it might be getting jobs out here. They might, you know, you might call somebody, they might be answering from India or from China or wherever, but it comes from here. A lot of it comes from here. And creativity is what will keep us strong. It is creativity. There's a reason they say the arts and the sciences, because it is that same place of thought that all of that comes from. You know, trying to figure out a cure for cancer or pneumonia, tuberculosis, it takes creativity. It takes creativity. You have to figure it out. And that's what we do in the world. Theater, film, art, music. We are creating a vision of the world through our own lens, the lens of whoever you are, your eye, your mind's eye, whatever that is.